Welcome YouTube to my comparison video of the Seiko SKX007 versus the Rolex Submariner 114060 non-date. This is the newer one with the ceramic bezel and the wider lugs and the different bracelet with the diver's extension. So these are two dive watches, very popular dive watches. Seiko being more popular, probably due to its price. But this is a very popular model in Rolex lineup also. As you can see on the Rolex, we have 300 meters of COSC water resistance certified. And if I were to go diving, this would be the watch preferably I would take, just to be more safe, considering this watch costs $7,500 US. This watch, on the other hand, the Seiko, costing $200. But don't get me wrong, the Seiko is a good watch, and it does feature a day and a date also. But let's just compare the bezels here. As you can see, these both have rotating unidirectional bezels, but the rotation on the Seiko is a lot more choppy and unstable. And then of course the Rolex, which is a triple spring underneath here, and it's incredibly smooth. It's like butter. Meanwhile, the Seiko, it's kind of, you just can hear the difference. Chop, 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 chop. But yeah. And they both feature luminous dials with luminous markers. All of these dials are luminous. And so is the minute and hour hands. The Seiko has a screw down crown. The Submariner has a screw-down crown. And let's get to the bracelets. Well, the Seiko SKX bracelet, I'm going to be 100% honest with you, it is not a high-quality bracelet. It, look at this. It's just bendable. Yeah, I mean, it's very comfortable, don't get me wrong. It's easy to change links and all that. It is held in by pins instead of screws, like the Rolex Submariner. But the Rolex Submariner features a diver's extension, and the Seiko does not. I don't know. If I were to go diving, I'd probably get a little more expensive watch than the Seiko SKX. But here's the diver's extension. Extend that out, and you can fit it over your wetsuit. But they both have automatic movements. Rolex, of course, is an in-house movement. And the Rolex is Swiss-made. I believe this SKX007 model is the Malaysian-made movement. And it's pretty accurate. I find it doesn't keep that much of a reserve though. Like, I leave it after about 12 hours and it stops running. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's not too reliable with the power reserve, but that can be expected from a watch that's $200. On the other hand, this Rolex, I can leave this thing for 2 days, come back, and it's spot on. You know, minus 2 seconds. Plus 2 seconds a day is what I've got from this Rolex, which is outstanding. The Rolex, let's get to the steel now. The steel, this is could be 316 steel, I believe, on the Seiko, and the steel on the Submariner is 904L which is surgical grade stainless steel, which is extremely strong, and the finish looks great when it's brushed. It kind of has this glow to it, you know, even though it's brushed. Now we have a sapphire crystal on the Submariner, and we have a mineral crystal on the Seiko. The ups of the Seiko versus the Submariner probably would only be the day and the date function. But yeah, they're both good watches. Preferably I wear this watch more when I don't really care about damaging it, or if I'm going to do something like yard work, or washing a car or something like that. I would rather wear this than this. If I go out to dinner or a night out in the city or a town, I'll wear this. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. And but for $200, don't get me wrong, you cannot beat the Seiko SKX. You just can't beat it. You can't. There's no other watch for $200 that's as solid as this watch right here. There's no other watch. I've tried numerous watches, and the only one that can compete is probably the Orient Mako. But for some reason, the Orient Mako, the shape of the case and the screw-in back, it hurt my wrist a lot. So I said, you know what, I'm selling this thing. And I bought the SKX, and I enjoy the SKX a lot more. I just feel like Orient is just, it's just not my thing. Seiko is a cool brand, does a lot of watches. The Grand Seikos are really nice. And of course Rolex is a great brand too. And that's pretty much all I have to say. They have both held up wonderfully in pools, showers, and I've not got any residue under the crystal or anything. As long as this crown is screwed down, you're good to go in the shower, pool, beach, ocean, lake, or wherever you want to go. And that's pretty much all I have to say about the Diver Duel. This being a lower end watch and this being a higher end watch. But if you want to start somewhere, definitely start with the SKX, work your way up to a Rolex Submariner, and you'll definitely be extremely happy. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I hope you liked the video, and please subscribe to my channel. I will have more videos coming up. Definitely more unboxings coming soon. I don't want to give it away, but yes, there will be more unboxings. So have a nice day, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.